You know, I've been around for a while. I've met some interesting people. Done some crazy things. So you'd think that there wasn't much that could take me by surprise. You'd be wrong. The world is full of stories and science and things that amaze and confound me every single day. Incredible mysteries that keep me awake at night. Some I can answer, and others just defy logic.
And in California, a man foretells the Hurricane Katrina disaster with uncanny accuracy.
I could have helped many people.
Is he the new Nostradamus?
Yeah, it's a weird world, and I love it. You know, I love astrology, so I'm going to give you a quick lesson in it, so pay close attention. I'm an Aries, first sign of the zodiac, which spans the 0 degree and the 29th degree of the celestial longitude. The sun enters Aries when it reaches the northern vernal equinox around March 21st each year. Got it so far? Aries represent a strong creative thrust and the traits of competitiveness, impulsiveness, rashness, arrogance, and the instinct to act spontaneously. Ah! It's me, right? See, here's my stars for today. Sometimes events unfold as planned, however, what's least unexpected could prove most worthwhile. Amazing, huh? How do they know this stuff? And should we really take notice? Let me tell you, I think we should.
Pont Saint-Esprit, France, 1965. It's the hometown of Dr. Louis Turi, and the place where a bizarre incident would set his life on a remarkable path. Louis is 15 years old and staying with his grandmother, Rachel de Rollo. In the middle of the night, he's awakened by a sound. Downstairs, he is surprised to see his grandma dressing and disappearing into the dark.
I instinctively knew that there was something I had to investigate.
Louis follows her. At a clearing deep in the woods, he discovers the old lady looking to the heavens through a sextant.
I was mesmerized to look at her.
As Louis comes out of his hiding place, his grandmother has a message for him.
She was telling me the stars are more than dead rock hanging out there for the sake of beauty. I realized that reading tea leaves and the tarot cards, astrology, it is part of my background. That's how it all started.
It is Louis' initiation into the mysterious world of astrology.
As I grew up and started to investigate the stars in a different level, I realized that in the stars there is a spirit. And this spirit has something that affects the human psyche.
Louis discovers an inspirational book written by a 16th century French sage, Michel de Nostradame, known to the world as Nostradamus.
I was born, like him, in Provence, France, under the same stars. His predictions of the French king dying of an accident, Hitler, and every major news is there for people to translate. And then I couldn't help myself to dig into a Nostradamus work. I literally painted my entire house with symbols of astrology.
Nostradamus' unique method fascinates Louis. Known as divine astrology or astropsychology, it combines regular astrology with extrasensory perception.
Astrology is not a pseudoscience. Astrology is a real science. Astropsychology or divine astrology allows you to use what you call the third eye. It takes many, many years of investigation. It is not something that happened overnight. But I was downloaded the entire secrets of the cosmic codes.
Learning the secrets of divine astrology has given him incredible powers of prediction.
I have been called the new Nostradamus, the modern day Nostradamus. I have been called CNN before CNN.
Louis begins publishing his own predictions, often highly detailed, but few people pay attention to his prophecies. That is, until June 15th, 2005.
I was on Coast to Coast Radio, which is the biggest radio show that you have in the United States. And I told him to be ready for nature devastating forces that could produce a hurricane that would displace thousands upon thousands of people.
Crucially, Dr. Turi tells listeners the next natural disaster would occur August 29th, 2005. But nobody listened. Hurricane Katrina devastated New Orleans, killing over 1,800 people and causing $81 billion in damage. It happened on August 29, 2005, exactly as Louis predicted.
Oh my God. I was very upset because I could have allowed all these people to take measures before the hurricane strike. I could have helped many people. They did not see the signs.
But that was no one-off. Louis also predicted the 9/11 attacks, the Columbia shuttle disaster, and other world events with uncanny accuracy.
People start to realize, well, wait a minute, these guys are something real. I teach the spiritual values of those stars. So what happened is we have developed so much technological advance. GPS, we go on the moon, the internet, and on the physical level, humanity is up here, but in the spiritual, we are still 2,000 years ago.
Do the heavens hold the key to our fate? Has Dr. Louis Turi rediscovered a secret method to predict the future? Or is there something else going on? Amateur historian Don Depler has a radical explanation for Dr. Turi's power.
Astrology can be used to understand the future. That's true. However, Dr. Turi is not the reincarnation of Nostradamus.
So how is Dr. Turi able to make such accurate predictions?
He may have been involved in what we call gray ops, which are programs hidden behind black ops programs. Black ops are nuclear secrets, atomic weapons, national security. Gray ops have to do with preparation for the coming cataclysms.
Depler's theory is that Dr. Turi is seeing the future with his very own eyes. But how?
What he is a person with access to alien technology that allows him to see events in our future.
Depler believes Dr. Turi is using a device codenamed the Looking Glass.
It was supposedly first based at the engine disassembly plant somewhere near Area 51 in Nevada. The Looking Glass is a long tube about 60 feet long, 12 feet in diameter, into which is pumped a lot of different gases. And in the other end of the device was a railgun and a 12-inch thick plate of glass into which the railgun was fired. It's got electromagnetics that spin in opposite directions, and technicians see various future events with this thing.
How did Dr. Turi get access to the Looking Glass? Through a powerful and secret government group known as Majestic 12.
Majestic 12 is the organization that pretty much runs all of the alien-related projects, and they keep that from the public. They maintain the cover-up. They're the people that really run things in our world today. People that run finance, the military, science, medicine, including the intelligence agencies.
It's a controversial theory with global implications. Could it be true? Depler speculates that even though Turi's predictions may have come from a shadowy, classified project, he himself might be doing beneficial work.
The government has a vested interest in the public not learning too much about how things really work. The truth is coming out in ways you won't find in the mass media. And in that sense, Dr. Turi is doing a good thing because he is trying to do what he can to help people understand and to prepare them for future cataclysmic events that we're about to undergo.
You know, just about every time there's something weird going on, the poor old CIA gets the blame. But this is something new. The Majestic 12. Who are they? Why are they majestic? And most importantly, are they paying their fair share of taxes? God, I hate cover-ups.
Could the looking glass exist? Can we build a machine that can project images of the future? Or is the answer more down to earth?
Anybody can predict the future. The question is, can you do it well?
Dr. Hansen is a professor of economics at George Mason University. He thinks he knows exactly how Dr. Turi does it.
Anybody can predict the future. The question is, can you do it well? It looks to me like Dr. Turi is taking advantage of his customers.
The professor says Dr. Turi's seemingly accurate predictions aren't cosmic, but the result of something known as selection bias.
Selection bias is where you pick one small set of things out of a bigger set, and you just show me the small set, and you don't show me the bigger set. So, you know, if I'm gonna tell you I'm a great athlete, I'll tell you about the times when I shot from 50 feet away and went right in. I don't tell you about the 50 other times I shot and it didn't go in. Selection bias is telling you about part of, but not all of what happened.
Hansen suspects Dr. Turi's method of publishing his predictions almost guarantees some of them will be correct.
Just picking one point and saying, on February 1st, 2003, I predicted something bad would happen and then it happened, that's just not very persuasive. Dr. Turi is trying to find the most favorable match with what happened and what he said. They get you to think they know something because they point out their successes without showing you their failures.
So if Dr. Turi could do it, can we?
We're actually in an age of a revolution of using statistics to collect large data sets and make forecasts using sophisticated statistics and computer programs in remarkable ways.
Is Dr. Turi's amazing power of prediction nothing more than a numbers game? Let's find out. Dr. Turi has agreed to demonstrate his ability.
About a week ago, I was asked to make some specific predictions. So I'm going to read them to you and at the same time point out that those predictions came to pass. The first one will be to expect news with earthquake above 6.0. 2 earthquakes took place. One was 6.3 and the other one was 6.2. I mentioned tornado. Today we had devastating tornado that killed people in the United States. I also mentioned to expect scientific news from the cosmos. And today we had the biggest solar flare ever took place. Number 4 was to expect shocking news and very large explosion in the Middle East. Yesterday, over 150 people were killed in an explosion in the Middle East. Out of the 5 predictions that I gave, 4 came to pass. You can investigate, you can check. They all transpired, as I said it would a week ago. And that's what makes the difference between divine information and pure imagination.
Can Dr. Turi really see into the future by deciphering a secret code hidden in the cosmos? Does he have access to an alien telescope? Or is he just playing the law of percentages? Weird or what? Is he using secret technology to see events before they happen? You decide.
Join me next time for more stories that will undoubtedly be weird or what?